Hey everybody, it's Paul Ramsey. So excited with my new partner in this hangout, podcast, blogging extraordinaire venture, Dr. Manuel St. Victor. What's up, Manny?
What's up, Paul? Good to be here. Good to be here.
Our very first episode of Hypnotic Thoughts. This is so cool.
I just like the way it sounds. Hypnotic
It sounds
thoughts.
good, right? We
Yeah.
want to have hypnotic thoughts. We want everyone to have hypnotic
Those are the
thoughts.
best kind.
So for people who don't know anything about you, you get to have the old MD initials. What's that all about?
Yep. My original training is in psychiatry. After medical school, I did my residency at University of Miami. Did psychiatry training. But luckily, when I was undergrad, I did my training with Stephen Kosslyn. So I studied cognitive neuroscience at Harvard. So I want to bring it back to a non-pathological way of looking at life. And you'll hear me say that over and over again. We're not crazy, we're different. And so that's sort of the message that I kind of want to reinforce. A lot of times people are controlled by culture and outside forces that seek to constrain and define them. And sometimes you're just different, and we need that differentness. You know, that creativity, that unique flair, the way you do things. When you get mindful and you start living and thriving as you to the maximum ability, that's life. That's what it was about.
Cognitive neuroscience.
Yeah, I play with brains.
So just so everybody understands, this is what I think is really fun. So we've got Manny, who is a cognitive neuroscience scientist and a doctor, and then you have me, who was an English major.
But you got the hypnosis, dude.
I was an English teacher,
Awesome.
and then I became a hypnotist. So, which really is what I'm excited about, though, is that we get to have these two very different sets of life experiences, but that will intersect in terms of what we're passionate about and what we care about. So for people who don't know me, I'm Paul Ramsey, and I am a professional hypnotist. I'm a board-certified hypnotist. I actually make my living most of the time doing hypnosis as a form of entertainment. I tour nationally as a stage hypnotist, but when I'm not on tour, I see people, and I use hypnosis to help people change their habits and change the way they think about things. I'm also a strategic intervention coach through the Robbins Madonis strategic intervention coaching program. So I care deeply about helping people be happier and have more of whatever it is that they want to have more of, whether it's happiness or health or wealth or whatever. So, that's been in me since an early age, that I wanted to work with people and help with people. So for me, at first, I thought that would be by being a teacher, and then I sort of veered off into this hypnosis path. So I never thought of being a doctor like Manny, but we both have something going on in our hearts about really wanting to help people. So it's just fun to think of like how you can be in two different educational places, like really quite different, but still have the same emotional need that you want to get met, right? And trying to find ways to do that. So
Exactly.
So you said at Mindful 360, that's like your home base for doing this kind of work, but for that's not a, what's the word I'm trying to think of? That's not like a dead giveaway name for a website or a business. So tell me more about like what is Mindful 360 really about as an entity?
We work with individuals, teams, and organizations to help people develop the self-awareness to become their optimal self. And we put Mindful with 360 because we use Myers-Briggs as that's our most popular tool that we use. We use Fero, Strong, and various other psychometric tests, psychometric systems for helping people become aware of their skills, the resources that they have, and also some potential blind spots that they may have. Because until you have a system or an understanding of the things that your brain could do that maybe you haven't explored and developed, but they're in there, until you're aware of all these, what I consider like superpowers, you're not really thriving. You're not thinking with all 360 degrees. You're not getting a full view.
Right, right. And thriving, that's what you and I have been talking a lot about. What we want this show to really do is we want this show to give people the science to thrive, right? So
The data.
why that word though? Why thriving? Because you picked that word, which I latched onto right away. I was like, oh, I like that word. But what about that for you?
A lot of people are alive but don't live. If you're living on autopilot, you're going day after day. If you're waiting for something to happen in the future that's going to make life suddenly good, and then you find that when you get that thing, the promo is going to make me better. And they call that setting conditional goals, where you're like, well, when I get married, I'll be happy. When I have my kids, I'll be happy. When I get my degree, I'll be happy. When I'm rich, I'll be happy. When you're in the ground, maybe you'll be happy. You know, and even some people, well, when I get to heaven, I'll get mine. Why don't you grab some of yours now? You know, or a lot of patients will be saying, oh, I'm approaching retirement, and then they come back and they visit you when they hit retirement, like, holy crap, I'm bored. Because if you don't live in the moment, and by in the moment I don't mean live impulsively, I mean be mindful, be present, you're not thriving. If you're not, if you're stuck in traffic, do an audiobook. If you're stuck in a loveless relationship, leave. You know, if you like the person you're with, if you used to like them, if you used to love them and you marry them, and now every time they breathe, you gag, work on that. You know, don't feel trapped in a relationship, because like love is a verb more than anything else. You gotta love the person. So when you thrive, you look at where you are, you look at your weaknesses. You don't go into denial where you're like, nothing's wrong with me. That's idiotic. Because you take the time to reflect, you take the time to be introspective as to, these are things I'm not good at. So when I do them, you might want to move and set up orange cones, or help. You know, since you seem to know everything. You know, but you basically take that mindset where you go from being defensive to accepting the things you're not good at, getting the help, getting the support system in a non-defensive way, in a non-threatened way, and kind of synergistically, cooperatively becoming part of a team we, and living a healthier life. Yeah. Like, I'm not good at actually doing hypnosis. You know, I know the science of it, but to see someone with your extensive experience and the hands-on, it makes me a different me when I'm working with you. Right. You know what I mean?
Right. So, and that's exactly the same. Flip that right around. Yeah, that's what I'm so excited about, is I know that you're going to teach me things that's going to make me better at what I do. And that's, so hopefully what we'll provide to people, right, is we'll sort of model to people that here we will be learning from each other, and hopefully in that process, people will learn from us and be a little bit more aware, or a little bit more knowledgeable, or a little bit more empowered.
Mm-hmm. Accepting.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is life. This is what you got. You know, if you feel unattractive, there's someone out there waiting for you to get that chip off your shoulder so that you can actually hear the compliments they're giving you.
Yeah.
If you feel out of shape, there's someone out there willing to run with you until both of you are in shape together once you get that chip off your shoulder. You know, there's a certain amount of, this is me, these are my pieces, let's play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. God, this is going to be fun. This is going to be so fun. So hopefully people kind of get a sense of our enthusiasm around this, and our excitement around this, and our passion behind this project. Where are we going to go next? People should tune in next week, because next week we're going to talk about
mindfulness.
Mindfulness.
Yes,
right?
Because the word's thrown around a lot, and it doesn't have the meaning that most people think it does. Okay. And once you have a good definition, an operating definition of mindfulness, you can figure out what you can do with it. Yeah.
Okay.
Why bother? What are the benefits? And mindfulness is the first step to thriving.
I like that. I like that. Then the week after that, we'll talk about hypnosis.
Yes.
We'll talk about how hypnosis can help you, and maybe it can help you be more mindful, or maybe it just helps you do some other things. And we'll start sort of will bring your side of it and my side of it, and we'll just keep easing them toward each other until, you know, we're really kind of having this ongoing dialogue about how to develop these skills and develop these tools.
Absolutely.
That'd be good. That'd be nice.
Yeah, man.
All right, so if people want to learn more about you, what's the best way for them to do that?
They can hit me up at mindful360.com. Or they can follow me. I'm Poisonous on G+. I am Many Cyanide. SCIE, like science. NIDE, like poisonous death. So I am Many Poison. Many Cyanide. SCIE
All right. I'm on Google+, like Manny, so you can follow me on Google+. You can circle me up. I'm on Twitter, and my paulramsey.com is my website, and besthypnosistraining.com is my hypnosis training website. So those are the primary ways that people would get in touch with me and learn more about me. So
Awesome. I'm ready to rock, dude.
this is going to be so much fun.
Yes.
All right, I want to talk to you for 10 more hours, but I'm not going to because we said we'd keep these short and compact for people. So,
Yeah, man.
you guys come back next week. Manny and I are going to start delving into mindfulness and talk about that. And follow us, stay in touch with us, start sending us questions, comments, feedback. We want to grow and evolve this over time. So we'll see you all soon. Thanks for tuning in to Hypnotic Thoughts. I'm Paul Ramsey.
And I'm Dr. Manny St. Victor.
We will see you next week. Thanks so much.
Yeah.